We're trying to work together to build from the inside out. Now, it's a good thing for labor, and it's also a good thing for business. The good thing about it for labor is that we get the opportunity to assist in building a lot of those industries that are organized industries. So you will see sitting at the WRTP boardroom table a representative from Harley-Davidson, the company. You will see someone there from AT&T.
WRTP에서는 위스콘신 지역의 기업주들과 노동자들이 마주 앉아 상의할 수 있는 공간을 제공하였다.
Sit down and we'll talk to people trying to find out if they're going to look at modernization, what sort of technology or work process changes do they think that they're going to see coming in, and what kind of help do they need, technical assistance to figure that out. What type of training will they need to educate their workforce for that new environment? What are their future workforce needs going to be so we can start communicating and collaborating with the community and public sector to fill those needs.
WRTP에서는 기업이 필요로 하는 노동력의 수요를 파악한 다음 그 수요에 맞는 노동력을 확보하여 교육시키고 다시 기업에 공급하는 중개 역할도 하였다.
So the WRTP was founded on the idea that there was management and labor, the unions and the managers both, had an interest in finding ways to modernize those work sites and keep Milwaukee manufacturing competitive. They started in the early 1990s training incumbent workers for these new systems. But soon it was clear also that some of these firms were going to grow. And in the late 1990s, they really did need to hire. And so the WRTP both helped disseminate models of how to train incumbent workers and then also move to attracting new workers, how to work and attract new workers from the central city and train them and get them ready for work.
실업자와 노동자들을 위한 직업 훈련은 기업과 미리 상의함으로써 그때그때 필요에 맞도록 맞춤형 교육으로 이루어졌다.
Harley-Davidson, all if it's sort of Harley, recently, early this summer, approached us for a need to replenish their entry-level workers. They said they needed about 70. Very fast, rapid response. We said, okay, well, we'll go into our network and try to pull something together. Within a day, we had about 500 applicants interested. So that's also an example of how we are able to really work with employers to meet their needs in the fashion that they need it done.
WRTP의 성공은 미국 내에서도 모범 사례로 꼽히고 있다.
I think a project that was going to go far. I think in the very beginning, there was a lot of skepticism and a lot of fear. Always is, I think. But it has grown, and it has become extraordinarily credible because it's been very successful. And a lot of the things where labor has partnered with business, they have been successful in the city and in the state. And a lot of them have a great deal of credibility nationwide as models.
그러나 기업과 노동자가 한자리에 모여서 대화하는 일이 처음부터 쉽게 이루어졌던 것은 아니다.
We need to communicate better with each other, and that is a lot of our problems. That we just don't. We might speak the same language, but we don't hear it in the same way. And so I think that this organization helps cut through a lot of that, so they can bring a union and an employer together, and it's not at a negotiating table. We're not talking about bargaining a contract. We're talking about workforce issues that are skills issues and everyday issues. Those things are easier to work out probably with a third party sitting there guiding you through it, especially one that's had some experience and has some credibility. So I think that's where that really gets handled and handled well.
We fight in certain processes, but not in others. And I know a lot of people from other countries have a lot of have a hard time understanding that because generally relationships are very adversarial or they're very partnership focused. And I think what's happened here is we've developed kind of a hybrid where, we're adversarial on certain issues, but, we work in partnership on others. And so it becomes harder for people to understand. But I look at it as you try to use the best method possible to accomplish what it is that you're trying to accomplish.
평소에 적대적이었던 노사 관계도 공동의 목표를 위해서는 협력할 수 있다는 것이다.
But I think it's been a process of evolution where everything went from total adversarial to people trying to go total cooperation to now figuring out that there's this middle ground, work together when you can, but obviously you fight if you have to, right?
얼굴을 맞대고 대화를 하다 보면 서로를 이해하게 되고 그 과정에서 신뢰가 생겨난다.
One of the observations that the WRTP is really founded on, and that when we were helping develop it, and since it's been going, is that you need to bring people together around a set of issues. And too often, maybe the public sector thinks, well, I already have the answer to this problem. Or maybe the private sector thinks, well, the public sector can't answer this for me. Or maybe the labor union thinks the managers don't care about the workers. Or, everybody's suspicious of everybody else, or they think they can't do it right, or for whatever reason. There can be a lot of distrust. But the fact is that if you get people together and start building the solutions in a common way, you can really both change the way people think about each other and build something new. So it's not, I think it's about changing the way people come to the table in a way.
WRTP는 공동의 목표를 향해 협력하는 파트너십을 통해서 기업과 노동자가 서로 윈윈하는 시스템을 만드는 데 성공했다. 이처럼 기업과 노동자가 서로 만족하는 윈윈 시스템을 국가적인 차원에서 성공시킨 곳이 있다. 바로 북유럽의 덴마크다. 덴마크는 세계적으로 가장 기업하기 좋은 나라로 손꼽힌다. 덴마크의 기업인들은 노동자를 언제든지 해고할 수 있다. 그런데도 덴마크 노동자들의 직업 만족도는 세계 1위이다.